There's a hole right there. To climb over top of it. And something inside grunted and made a noise. Yeah. So I'm gonna find a way to get down. I'm not sure if there's a bear in there or what. Can't really tell. Don't want to mess with it too much. So we're gonna go back down quickly. Okay, so today I went hiking at the Port Clinton tract of the Weiser State Forest. I did an intro driving up the mountain. It was pretty cool because they had they were doing like a logging thing, and you could see pretty far. So unfortunately, I also hit the mute button on my GoPro, so you didn't hear any of that. But basically today was a short little hike just to test out some new equipment because they got a GoPro. So it's about a 4-mile little loop. There's lots of little loops up there. Lots of cool places to hike. So yeah, check it out. So I don't know if I'm a big fan of this selfie stick thing or not. Up behind me, that's the Port Clinton Fire Tower. I've only ever been up there once when I was running with the fire crew when I was younger. It's pretty scary. It's pretty tall. So if you're up here, don't mess around on it. I mean, it's illegal. You know, it's covered in barbed wire and stuff like that for a reason. My hands were cold. Had to get my gloves. It is windy. It's a windy day. We're gonna head down this hill. So I went from I had this little handheld camera that I was using to make my videos, but now I have a GoPro Hero 7, and right off the bat I kind of like it. It's small, so I mean, what the cool thing is, I can clip it to my backpack, so I don't have to it's not handheld. I don't have to worry about it, and I still bring the other camera along, you know, for the zoom in shots and stuff like that. But I'm digging it so far. I don't know if I'm a fan of the selfie stick, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just my generation. I feel like I'm too old for that, but whatever. So I have been coming up to this particular hike since I was a kid. Actually, my dad and I used to hunt up here when I still did the hunting thing. So, and then when I was on the forest fire crew, you know, we did some training and some other stuff up here too. So it's a pretty cool area. It's actually one of the first places that I ever saw a rattlesnake. Actually, I saw a couple rattlesnakes up here. I almost ran over one with a Jeep that I used to have driving up here. I saw 2 hiking coming up here, and one just along the trail up here. So I'm not sure if this is like the go-to place for snakes, but that's why I like hiking in the winter and the fall, though, so I don't see too many of them. But they're the timber rattlers. They're big, fat, and lazy. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful place up here. Cool thing is it's not very crowded. Not many people come up here. That's always my kind of favorite thing to do. I don't like hiking in a crowd. The other kind of cool thing I like about this is the app. So you can see app and app and app and an app. So you can kind of check out and see what something looks like. I'm going to adjust it a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm walking a Nita V8. The only downside is battery. You know, I have to kind of keep an eye on the battery a little more. I do have a pack. I'm so not used to this. Totally hit the button. Turn it off. I still have a rechargeable battery pack just in case we need it or whatever. I do like the wide angle though. You can see pretty far. So yeah, it's a neat little feature. Be able to see what you're seeing without, you know, having to bend over and look in the LCD screen in the back. when you walk down the trail, there's a little left-hand turn off here. It goes to a little lookout. The logging project they're doing, I haven't actually seen those views ever, even since I was a kid. So that was pretty neat driving up here, being able to see out over Auburn and 895 and all that. This used to be the only view you get. So it is windy. The mic's on the back of these, which should be able to hear me a lot better too. So this used to be the only view you'd get. You can see like Auburn and Pottsville and stuff out that way. Woo! Windy. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. This it is kind of cool being able to do this, though. You'll be able to see a lot more behind me. Selfie stick's a little weird. But yeah. So I came, there's this little like side thing. There's a hole right there. To climb over top of it. And something inside grunted and made a noise. Yeah. So I'm gonna find a way to get down. I'm not sure if there's a bear in there or what. Can't really tell. Don't want to mess with it too much. So we're gonna go back down quickly through the stuff. That was not cool. Yay. Well, that was interesting. I know there's bears up here, like Pennsylvania black bears, but little things. I mean, I've seen them up here before. I don't know if that's what was it. I mean, the hole seemed kind of small. I know they can jam themselves in pretty good in different places, but all I know is I wasn't going to be standing anywhere near that hole. So just for bearing's sake, the ridge line that's back there, when I did my hike from the reservoir to Port Clinton, that's the ridge line that you walk along. So if you would come down and go through the valley, you'd be right up here. So if you look, they have a lot of those trees flagged. Looks like they're going to be doing a more logging up here. So we're coming up, this area up here was one of the previous areas that the DCNR did some logging work. You can see how sparse it is. It's like it's a deer propagation area. So lots of good cover, some small plants. Gets really thick in there. Lots of thorns. I wouldn't live in there, but animals love it. You can they leave some of the trees up, the younger ones, let them grow. So a lot of times with these forests, they after years and years and years, they get denser and denser, and trees fall, more trees fall, and it just compiles on the ground, and it causes some problems. There's no new growth because nothing can grow up through all the leaf litter and the fallen trees, and there's definitely like fire danger. So it's good forest management to, you know, do these logging. Plus, you know, they get money from the logging too. You can see a lot of this wood is burned. They did a prescribed burn up here, which is another one of those things you do when you're trying to keep a forest healthy. So it looks pretty fresh. Probably did this year. I'm gonna come down. There's this little instead of doing the whole loop, I'm gonna walk on this cross trail. It goes down to the other side of this trail that heads back. So you get a kind of a cool view there. It's coming down the hill. One thing about hiking in fall, no matter where you go, if you're on top of a mountain, you get to see some cool things. Like Auburn area down there. Kind of like looking over 895-ish, like where 895 hits 61. That's right down there in that ridge. So I'm going to do this little side-by-side comparison video here. I have the way I used to record going on, and then I have my GoPro going on at the same time, just to kind of see what the difference is. So GoPro, and then, you know, the other one, just to see field of view and all kinds of cool stuff. So, you know, trying to come up with banter when you really don't have anything to talk about, it's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're just recording to record, you know. So we're here at the bottom end of the loop that I'm doing today. So this will go back up towards the fire tower, and then Hawk Mountain is down that way 2 miles. So you can see this cool little glen down here with water running through, full of rhododendron. And then we'll go head up the hill. Here's another one of those propagation areas. Big field up on top of the mountain. So it, you know, provides a food plot for deer. Some good cover for, you know, ruffed grouse and other birds, pheasants. So we're coming up the hill here. This is the crossroads that I didn't get last time because I forgot to push the button. So I sat there like a dummy for 2 minutes and talked, and yeah, didn't record. So, you know, first day, new camera. What do you want? So we're headed back. All right, so let's do this again. So, I'm standing on the crossroads right now. This is the way I originally came from. That's the way where I parked. And then if you go left, that's the way I hiked today. I went about halfway down the hill and took a cross cut. This will actually go down and kind of tee off at the trail that'll take you all the way up here to go straight. So that's the way I came. I mean, the way I just walked up. If you go right, this will take you down to a gate right there at Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. You go through the gate, you'll end up in the parking lots of Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. Straight, you'll end up at the lower parking lot of Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. So this place up here is pretty nice for loops. If you want to do a loop, you can go down and, you know, go down to Hawk Mountain Sanctuary, check that out, go to that lower parking lot, take the trail back up to that left-hand trail there, or do what I did today and, you know, make the left-hand turn, take it all the way down and come up straight. So nice, easy loops. Not a whole heck of a lot of uphill. A little bit coming up through the gully, but not a crazy leg burning amount. So, you know, obviously just be careful during the hunting seasons. Wear your orange. Yeah. Another cool thing about Weiser State Forest is there's these campgrounds. There's 4 campsites that if you go on Weiser's page, you can rent the campsites, and they're free there's only 4 of them, and you have to like fill out the application and send them in. So that's actually going to be one of our backpacking things this year. Is we're going to start all the way down at the Hamburg Reservoir, backpack up to one of the campsites, stay at the campsite for a couple days, and then backpack back. So, but yeah, so cool little place to check out. Nice little loops. So I got the GoPro 7 Hero Silver. So that's what you're watching me on right now. Not using the selfie stick, I just unclipped it from my backpack because, I don't know, it seems easier to me. So it doesn't have a front-facing LCD like the black does. I know some people don't like the doesn't like that, but the black is way more expensive. There's 3 different versions. There's the GoPro Hero 7 black, the silver, and the white. The white is the economy version. It doesn't record in 4K. So that one's like 150 bucks, something like that. Silver, the one you're looking on right now, is a little closer to 300, and the black is closer to 400. So I got the silver and a whole bunch of clips and kind of cool little gadget stuff to use, and I like it. I mean, I guess I'll see what the footage looks like. I like the fact that I have a battery pack and I can just plug it in for power. So so far so good. We'll see what the footage looks like. So that was one of the many loops you can do up here. Weiser State Forest, the Port Clinton Tract, up by the Fire Tower Road. There's multiple loops that you can do. A lot of them are like short enough that you can come up here and just do a quick loop. With all the logging stuff that's going on up here, you can get some pretty cool views. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. It's a heck of a drive to the top of the mountain, so make sure you have something that can make it up there pretty decently. You know, no little cars with, you know, short or low wheelbases. But yeah, Port Clinton Tract of the Weiser State Forest. If you like this video, check out our other videos on the channel, and happy hiking.